What's up, everybody? Really appreciate you for jumping in. The name is Law Nation. We're going to talk about, the situation, the underrated guys, and I get it, Cowboy Nation. We go through this every off season, like who's super rated, who's medium rated now, who's underrated, and they got a list out there. Shout out to Blog and the Boys for creating this list from PFF. And I do know that some people use PFF to grade players or to look at film in general. Shout out to you, Trip Aces. Shout out to you, Mike B. Appreciate you. Now, Cowboy Nation, we must understand this, man. The off season is long and it's long for a reason, and it's a good reason, Cowboy Nation. And the good reason is this right here. We can sit back, evaluate everything, and look at everything and say, oh, this is where we were wrong at, and this is where we was right at. And then we go with a collective choice and we go into this draft. But before the draft, there is this thing called free agent. And within the confines of the free agent, you got to sign some of you guys that's already here. Who are those guys? Well, the people would be this right here. Cowboy Nation. Randy Gregory. Is he a must re-sign? Shout out to you, Chris Davis. Appreciate you, Jay Lombardi. Is he a must re-sign, Randy Gregory? Because on this list that they got as one of the guys that's underrated is defensive edge rusher Randy Gregory, Dallas Cowboys. And of course, money is always a factor of it. His camp is looking for anywhere to 12 to 14 million dollars. That's a lot of cash, right? And for the level of production that we're looking and we're seeking from him, one can argue and say, well, is it worth it? Shout out to you, Peter. Appreciate you, Nicole. Thank you for jumping in. Shout out to you, Christopher, for becoming a member. Thank you so much. He says, yeah, you became a member. Appreciate you, man. It's always a pleasure knowing that people still support the nation, even in our lean times and our down times. People still out here. So appreciate you, Christopher. Appreciate you, Jay Lombardi. So we look at everything from A to Z. Shout out to you, Albert. Thank you. And Eric Mack. Appreciate you, fam. Let's see what my guy got here. Trip Aces. He says Gregory has that aggression, that gear that he can switch on, and 99% of the league don't have it. That's a lot. 99%. That's a lot, Trip. And when we look at Randy Gregory, we flat out know that Randy Gregory, when healthy, he helped us out. It came to the point when I did my film review of Randy Gregory and D-Law. Remember that? We had the triples out there, Randy Gregory and DeMarcus Lawrence and Parsons. And the way they was operating and working that out, I was saying, man, my goodness. I can only imagine if that was the case in a scenario for the entire season. But in a contract year for Randy Gregory to get that calf strain, it was like FBI, open up. It didn't really set the right positive tone for us, right? One can argue the same fact with even Michael Gallup by him getting that injury. And the Cowboys camp saying that they are really in favor of bringing him back, right? Shout out to you, Sean. Thank you for jumping in. 97, 95%. Appreciate you, man. A lot of defensive end prospect. This is from my guy, Jay Lombardi. Appreciate you with the party. Yeah, there are a lot of defensive edge guys. And, of course, Jermaine Johnson is one of them. When you run your mock draft, you tend to fall upon his name more so than others. And, of course, you got, the Michigan kid. He'll be a good guy. Either one of them, Aiden Hutchinson, and one can argue there's no way Aiden Hutchinson drops that far, or Ajabo. There's no way that he would drop that far, right? So And George, there's no way that he can drop that low, right? So there's a lot of guys in this draft. Uh, Jay Lombardi says, I think 94 needs to pay needs a pay cut due to being under available most of his career. Plus his playoff performance. He was horrendous. But here's the thing right there, Jay. And shout out to you for bringing that up for the observation. Let me know if you guys can hear me pretty well. Give me a thumbs up. Here's my true honest thoughts of Randy Gregory playoff. After the game, I was ready to move off from him, right? Move on after the game. And then after a week from it, and I realized what Trent Williams was doing, I said, I can't really count him for all of that. And it seems as if, though, the coaching staff, and this is not me being a Randy Gregory apologist or me making excuses for Randy Gregory a performance, but this is just me being real with you guys, me being flat out real. I think that the coaching staff listened too much to the 49ers by them putting on pads, by them trying to establish physicality the wrong way after every play. They pushing folks down. They hugging, and Randy Gregory is literally tackling, holding, defensive holding, all that crazy crap. And it just really muddied the water for us because he wasn't in the game mentally. But on top of that, what Trent Williams did was egregious. Shout out to you, Chris. Thank you for the donation there. You think Amari is gone since they pursuing Gallup? No. I absolutely like CeeDee Lamb, and I absolutely like Michael Gallup. But those boys don't work by themselves. Let me repeat, those boys do not work by themselves. And just right, Nicole says no. Those boys do not work by themselves. And you need a guy like an Amari Cooper that would threaten the fastest of the fastest defensive player on the opposing side, right? And they roll coverage his way. Whereas Michael Gallup and CeeDee Lamb, people can tend to sit on their routes. And on top of that, I think that CeeDee Lamb is a brilliant route runner, right? But his demand is not that high on the way the Cowboys utilize him. So that's just how it looks when I say that I believe that Amari Cooper is that guy. But according to Pro Football Focus and Blogging the Boys, they went in on this guy, and they was talking about Randy Gregory. Let me just go ahead and put this stat out there, and I hope this could be enough so that everybody can see. Appreciate you. Here we go. Bam. Thank you, ma'am. And here we go. We'll use this page. Yeah. He ranked 12th. I'm talking to myself so that you guys can see the comment there. Appreciate you guys. And it's even on my Facebook. He ranked 12th amongst qualifying edge rushers in pass rush, graded 84.7, and tied for 6th in pressures rate, 15.5. Teams may be cautious to sign Gregory, given his history on an off-season knee surgery and his role, right? But there's no denying his special tools, basically, and I'm paraphrasing the article there. Shout out to Blogging the Boys, and shout out to Pro Football Focus for this information. Now, can you call this underrated? Yeah, in a sense, but I'm looking at this thing, Cowboy Nation, purely as this. Is it 14 million? Is it 13 to 14 million dollars worth though? And somebody, can you put down Randy Gregory's age, by the way? Shout out to you, Akeem. Appreciate you, Gina. Thank you for jumping in. Rhonda says Randy Gregory is great. He just need to be a little more disciplined, just as the rest of the squad. straight up truth right there. I can't find a lie in that at all. I definitely cannot find a lie in that. Akeem says, Law, I just emailed you, Jerry, telling him to bring Dentari Poe back.
Oh, no, 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 no.
No. No. You know, somebody gave you a bad email. That could have been some fake news there. Dentari Poe, you know, Jerry Jones said Dentari Poe was 380 pounds, close to 400 pounds, and he called him out, you know, so I don't think that that's the situation or the scenario. The next underrated guy is Dalton Schultz, and shout out to Dalton Schultz. You know, I apologize all last year, the year before the what year it was, the 2020 season. I apologize to all of you guys. I did. You know, I told you guys, you're beautiful people that those beautiful people that said that, hey, he is a good tight end. And remember, I was saying he's nothing more than a blocking tight end, right? And then it comes to that, you know, Schultz stepped up in 2020 season, and then he married the 2020 season up with this past season with good numbers. And they said that according to this information that he is another underrated guy. Appreciate you, Thomas. Thank you for jumping in. That's a good name right there, my brother. Jay Lombardi says Schultz doesn't impress me, to be honest. I feel you. Shout out to you, Lady Jessica, and shout out to you, Jared. Thank you for jumping in. And Gina, thank you for being part of this episode, as well as Jermetta. Appreciate you. And she says hi to you, Jessica, as well. We better not. Yeah. All right. So we better not. This is going back to the conversational line with Dalton Schultz. And of course, good old Schultz. Let me see what they got here. All right, let me go put this down, what they got here. Let me see if I can write this all down in this chat right here. Y'all bear with me. All right, so make it visible for each and every last one of you all. Spam. And we posting this about what they said about Schultz. All right. Thank those who's watching. Schultz is it good at finding the soft spots in the zone. Doesn't have an extensive injury of history. I can't read tonight. Y'all charge it to my head. Add value at the catch. He do. Believe it or not, Yak Schultz. Because one time I looked at it like, man, Jason Witten used to catch the ball and he slip and slide on the ground. But Schultz catches the ball and he finds ways to get his butt across that first down marker. He ranked 6th or higher at the position last year in drop rate, 3.4 contested catch rate, 63.2. That's 12 out of 19. And broken tackles after catch, 13. So those are good numbers, man. So they said that he's underrated. I doubt that, but we'll see. I think that his team, his squad is demanding anywhere to $11 to $12 million. Shout out to you, Chris. He says, thank you for the donation, by the way. Appreciate you, Chris. D-Log on. Who you got for his replacement? Micah. Let me sit back on this one, dog. You know, let me sit all the way back because I don't got no one replacing DeMarcus Lawrence. I don't. I absolutely look at DeMarcus Lawrence as a necessary sign. I like Micah Parsons. I absolutely do. And when I think of Parsons, I think of a guy that can really be everywhere and still get the level of production that we're looking for. I don't want people to look at Parsons and say, yeah, I want the gaudy numbers that TJ Watt got, or any of the other guys that primarily only rush the quarterback. Now, I do know that his most effective way could be just rushing to the quarterback. But that's painting him into one corner. I love the ideal, whereas you got a guy that can blitz through the A or B gap. I love the notion, whereas you can shut down one side of the field in a pinch and when it's necessary. Or you could flip them to the opposite side. But what the Cowboys must do, and I really appreciate you for the donation there. What the Cowboys must do, MUST, is to build around Micah Parsons. Trip Aces. Micah is a guy you want on rotations all game at all positions. Yeah. And you know what? I will level with all of you guys. On third down, you can literally do this. Put them on that one side and just tell them to go rush. Go rush. Let's see. Law, why they trade you to Philly? I don't know, man. I'm still here in Dallas, but appreciate you, Ivory. Thank you so much for jumping in. Jay Lombardi on target. Yeah, if you really look, we got an opportunity. We flat out got an opportunity to go into this draft and say to ourselves, either we could be balanced, go offense, BPA, BPA offense, sprinkle in some defense and what have you. Or we can just look into this thing and say, all right, we just going to go all in on defense one more time and get this thing going the best way possible. Shout out to you, Tanner. Thank you for the 99 for your mind. I don't know who traded BD. He was good, man. Who traded Law to Philly? I don't know. Bad Dog Sports did a 24-hour live stream yesterday starting at 9 a.m. Jay, now he's done. Appreciate you, Taylor. And shout out to my guy, Bad Dog Sports. Was he sitting in the seat for 24 hours, or did he get up, or did he play some reels or what have you and got up? True, it was a joke. Y'all, dang. Oh, appreciate you, man. Right there. Appreciate you, man. All right, so let's jump over to the next person that they said, and I can hear you guys already banging on the table like, nah, dog. They said this guy right here. Boom. Let me pull him up right quick. The next guy that's underrated. Connor Williams.
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
First of all, who believes Connor Williams is underrated, by the way? I need to know. Who believes Connor Williams is underrated? I just need to know what you guys are saying, in there. Shout out to you, Ivory. It's a joke. He looks like James Harden. Appreciate you, man. I'm 9 years older than James, so James Harden do look like Law a little bit, I guess, And of course, my brother, my other brother from the same mother, twin maker, he do look like me as well. But shout out to James Harden and shout out to you, Ivory. Connor Williams, who believe that he's underrated. Oh my God, my guy KD says, smooth emoji, by the way. I like that one. He said he's overrated. Overrated. Jason. Who else? Tanner says, yeah, me. Oh my gosh, man. Let's see right here. Taylor says, I was on part 1, was like 8 hours long. Part 2 was 7 hours long. Appreciate you, Jameson. Oh yeah, he had to break it down because YouTube, I believe, give you a max of 8 hours, then you have to refresh. My guy W, right side, says trash. Is this coach? Let me know if you coach, fam. I forgot. I think I had another right side that was a coach here. I appreciate you for jumping in, though. Now they did put down some informations of the reason why they said that Connor Williams is underrated. Let me see if I can find that bead of information. And let me see where I got here. Williams finished. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Bear with me. I should have been more organized, but it is what it is. I love y'all, and I know you guys love me too as well. Come on, come on. Bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Williams. It's gonna pop up in a few. Let's pull it up on my Twitch. Shout out to those who's watching on the Twitch. Appreciate my Twitch followers. Williams still finished as the top 10. That hurts, don't it? Graded guard for the 2021 season with 75.2. Now, if you're taking PFF grading system, right, to heart, then you have to take a look into this, right? And has been on the NFL 15 most valuable guards in back-to-back seasons. The penalties should regress in the 2022 season, as they weren't an issue before. Like, I get it. I get it, Cowboy Nation. Connor Williams by far had his best season. And we can look at it two ways, Cowboy Nation. Two ways we can look at it. One way being that it's the Cowboys, and that is the reason why they love to pick at us, right? He goes to another team, another organization, they swallow the whistle, right? They never call foul. They never call the flag, or they just say, man, it is what it is. And we see Connor Williams go all the way to the Hall of Fame. It could flat out happen. Or he goes to another team and goes straight to the Super Bowl. And we'll be the laughing stock once again. I get it, right? But for the Cowboys, for Connor Williams, undersized, short arms, right? Tend to launch, reach. You guys seen what I talked about when I talked about Tyler Linderbaum in my film assessment. You guys seen some of the things that I was talking about as it relates to just offensive linemen in general, weight distribution. How do you counter? Playing with leverage, making sure your feet moving. Don't keep those things stagnant. Your anchor yourself in. We see issues with Connor Williams moonwalking back, and before the opposition get to the quarterback, that's when you see Connor reaches and starting to hold or what have you. So those are issues, right? But from another world, he's top 10. He's the top 10 offensive lineman, top 15 most valuable offensive lineman in the National Football League. My biggest concern with all of this, Cowboy Nation, is this right here, Cowboys. This one right here. My biggest concern with Connor Williams is when he goes to another team, all of a sudden, he become that bright light. And my other biggest issue, some of the same worries and warts that we had, if the Cowboys give him a big contract, we'll be sitting there once again, left with this right here.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Shout out to you, Chris. Appreciate you. You're the sponsor of this show tonight. What position you looking at the first round or round one of the draft? I have two guys that I would love for the Cowboys to go pick up. I know Kyle Hamilton, he will be gone, so I'm not even going to beat that one up. Derek Stingley, he's gone, baby. He's going to be gone before the 24th pick. My biggest thing that I would love to see, and the Kenyon Green, he's gone, right? All of those big boys, like those things that we really want, like even a Tyler Linderbaum, after looking at his film, he's gone. Our biggest hope would be Jordan Davis, big boy, because I'm not looking at Jordan Davis as an individual. No, I'm looking at Jordan Davis as a plug. Whereas your front four can eat and your linebackers can run free. Your safeties can play a little freer, or I'm looking at Jermaine Johnson, and I get it, right? Some people say, yeah, his tape really not fond of him. But I'm looking at the mentality, not the overall situation. And what I would do with Jermaine is not pick him at the 24th spot. Listen to me closely. I'm looking at him, whereas I can pivot a little bit. Whereas with the 24th pick, and if that's the guy on my board, then I trade back just a little bit. And that way I can pick up multiple guys, right? Pick him up, get an extra second round draft pick, and maybe I get a Daxton Hill. Maybe, baby, I can figure out a way to pick up Roger McCreary. If he is in the second round, and he may go in early in the first, but Roger should be still on the board right around in the second round pick. So I'm looking at it like this, getting multiple 100 picks, top 100 picks. That's how I'm looking at it. BD Gray, how bad are the rest of the guards in this league? That's a good observation there, BD Gray. And it could be a situation whereas I'm only looking at my team and I have not got a chance to evaluate all of the guards that's in the National Football League. But that's a great point. Scheme plays a major role too, though. So, but Connor Williams is Connor Williams, though. It is what it is. Natasha, you and I both, we're ready for it. Howard, appreciate you. He said, I would love to see Connor Williams develop into a top offensive lineman. How old? He's like 25, right? 24, 25. He's still young. He's 24 years of age. So he got, Connor in the next 3 years could be a dominant guy. And we could be looking at this thing and be like, gosh, man, remember he used to play for the Cowboys? Now he's gone on and blah, 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 right? That's the situation that we are up against right now, believe it or not. Let's see what we have here. Appreciate you, Christopher, again. Would you move Laya to left guard? Let me see.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Woo, yes, indeed, man. I'll move him to left guard just like I seen Bel Air. Who saw Bel Air, by the way? Oh my God, I binge watched Bel Air today, and oh my gosh. Will Smith is genius. If he helped wrote that one, if they took pieces or what have you, I will move him as quickly as they move Will Smith out of Philly to LA. Oh my gosh, man. I'll move him. Great job, by the way, by Bel Air, man. That's a good one. That's a good movie there, or good series there, if you have your downtime. And when I get off of this stream, I'll finish up watching Tommy, Force, appreciate Force. Appreciate all of those series, man. Appreciate you, Katie. Not unless his hands from grabbing. Yeah. I think he get beat, and that's why he reaches out and grab. I think that's the situation for him. Sheila Neal, appreciate you. Yes, very good, Law. Yeah. The whole Jazzy, he's still cool. Hillary is different, Oh my gosh. And Jeffrey, the butler. Oh, he's a whole different character now. But appreciate you guys, man. Justin, appreciate you for the donation here. Appreciate you. Trevor Penning. Okay. Let me ask you. Let me put it on you, Gerard. Is pinning on the next level a guard or a tackle? Let me know. Yeah. Is he guard or a tackle? No. King, we talk about force. Force now. I don't already finished Power book 2 or what have you. They got a whole nother one, you know. All right. So Gerard says guard. Guard. Justin says I would love to see them draft Jalen. Okay, in a second. I did some mock and I found Jalen in the third. Now don't shank me now with the butter knife, Justin. But that's how crazy this thing is, right? Boy, look, and I like Jalen's skill set. So there are some things that we're going to get some good players in this draft. We are. I believe we're going to get some good guys. But how this boy, look, but I want to be greedy. I'm greedy. Too slow to be guard. Okay, I love weed. Okay. Okay.
Smoke weed every day.
All right. He's rising up on the board, and why I say second. Okay. So I feel you, Justin. So what you're saying is, collectively speaking, after the combine or what have you, he may just find himself moving all the way up in the second round. That's why I'm greedy. That's why I want to really look at our 24th pick, and I want to play around and see who is greedy themselves. And if the Cowboys did their homework enough, let somebody get that spot right there, and you get an extra second round pick, and still keep your first. Like swap. I would flat out do that. Swap that thing. Chris says LVE, shout out to you. He gone, dog. I think he's gone. You know, I really do. I really do think he's gone. Anybody you like from Florida State? Yeah, Jermaine Johnson, you know, the second. You know, I really think that he will be that guy that can help us out. That's why you gotta play around with this draft situation. Y'all act like Larry Allen was running a 4.5. Well, no, but Larry Allen, he had that mental attitude and mindset. Yeah. In 1993, average O-line was like 330, if not 340. Yeah, I don't know the average offensive line size in 93, but we had some different type of mindset, guys. Yeah, we did. Unless we get rid of Tyron Smith, then yes, we're getting Penning as tackle. Let me raise you. I love weed. Let me raise you on one. And everybody that's in the chat. Will Trevor Penning, will he beat out Josh Ball? Give me a word. William Bernays says Larry Allen was the strongest man in the NFL for years. He even won the strongest man competition at the Pro Bowl. Yeah, he bench pressed 706, I believe. And he did 225 49 times or something like that. And that's a big dude. PFF said Trevon was ranked in the 80s, like Trayvon Diggs or another Trayvon. Oh, PFF got an agenda out against my guy or our guy, Trayvon Diggs. That's what is going on there. But, the most underrated of this list of all time was all done and written by these guys right here. Let me post the link in the comment box so that you guys can follow and read along. And bam, here we go. Be sure to check them out. Great stuff, great information for the nation. Here we go. It's on there. Check out Blogging the Boys and be sure to hit them up about everything. There's RJ Ochoa. Appreciate him for this information out here for the nation. How did you guys like this episode? Let me know. Post it down in the comment box. Give me a thumbs up if you did. If not, give me a thumbs up anyway. I thank those who donated. I thank those who shared this content on Facebook. Let's continue to grind and shine as we depart. Look, the off season is long, and we got to get through this one way or another. We do. Shout out to you, Howard, on your way out. Appreciate you. All I know is Larry Allen, weighing over 300 pounds, caught a linebacker from behind after the interception, after he intercepted the pass. Oh, what team was it? For 100. Shout out to you, Howard. And for those who donating, I appreciate you. We got, I think, 8 more days, right? It's 28 days in this month, right? Is it a leap year or not? Let me know. And we'll be giving away Roger Staubach jersey. It's crispy, it's clean. It's the official jersey from Cowboys Pro Shop. Appreciate those guys over there. We will be giving away the Roger Staubach jersey. Will be mailed out to you. We'll do the drawings on the first weekend of March, but it will be for this month. For this Roger Staubach jersey, and I really appreciate you guys. And all you have to do in order to enter is join the membership on either my Facebook page, my Patreon, or my YouTube page. I got 2 YouTube pages, so I'm gonna pull from both of those YouTube pages, by the way. But the more your name is in the hat, the more chance and opportunity you get a chance to win. It's 28 days. Okay, good. Not 29. Appreciate you. Peter, shout out to you. Oh, is that your little one in the picture? Oh, Peter. Oh, my, blessed man. And shout out to you, Jay Lombardi. 8 days left. Okay, Akeem, I'm rooting for you, man. Only worn once. Yeah, laugh a lot. This one, this one, never worn jersey, right? It's Roger Staubach. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. My name is Law Nation. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go. Let's go. Grandson. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Appreciate you, Peter. You rock. Rizzo. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Thank those who participated. The best thing to do to help this channel grow is absolutely sharing the content. Sharing is caring, Cowboy Nation. And that's the best way to help this thing out. And I really appreciate you guys. Let's go. Even in our lean times, right? Even in the off season, we're looking to improve. We're looking for ways to get this team back on the right pathway, right? Shout out to you, William. Let me see some fire emojis. Yeah, appreciate y'all, man. One love. I said, I'm gonna still go live. I try to go live every day. I really do. Had some terrible news in the family. Y'all just continue to pray for me, man. It's just a lot of stuff that go on in life. It's just been things like this. You guys comfort me. As I get a chance to talk, get stuff off my mind and chest, and just get away from life. And I really appreciate it. So y'all keep me in prayers, man. Keep my entire family lifted in prayers. Pray for me. Strength, courage, endurance, all of that stuff. I got to keep my head up sometimes. I'll be down. I'll be misty. It be blues. And I ain't talking about the singers, you know. Be blues going on in my mind, you know. But I appreciate y'all. I really do. I really, 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 really do. Shout out to you, Trip Aces. Shout out to you, William. Old folks said either or either you going into a storm or you coming out of one. The good word I once read, it says, this too shall pass. And I'm saying, like, Lord, please let this pass by. I'm praying, baby. Good night. Peace, y'all. One love. Thank y'all. Prize fighter, even when he's down, he continue to fight. That's what we doing right now, Cowboy Nation. We fighting. And I'm fighting. Appreciate you, Michael. We up out of here. Let's go. Thank you for the donation, man. Really do appreciate it. Shout out to you, Tracy.